Welcome back to WMDH. That was Double Shot of Haggard and Jennings to get it started. We were talking, that was the first time I saw Rich down at Scotty's Brew House. He played both of those. Here we sit a few years later getting ready to do this weekend. We're going to be down here. Rich is going to be doing a storyteller session. Speaking of old country, have you ever seen the VH1 series where Johnny and Willie are sitting doing the storytellers? That kind of thing. He's going to be taking requests. We talked about on the show, you don't do a set list, so what comes to you, it'll come out.
Right. You know what? If you ever, you guys heard of John Gorka?
Haven't.
YouTube that guy, because he does a lot of these living room concerts where he tells stories, a lot like Jim Croce and what you're talking about right now. Because it's kind of nice when people don't realize it, but that, as from an artist standpoint, that's like a gift, because we don't ever get to do that. It's not like you're always on a storytelling tour. Usually you can't tell stories because you're up on stage and people are dancing and there's loud music, and but so for this event this weekend, it's almost like, wow, we're blessed to have the weekend to sit there and tell the stories.
That's awesome. It's pretty intimate, man.
Yeah, there you go.
You're not going to tell all the stories.
Rare too, rare. It'd be nice to go on a storytelling tour and do it in living rooms like John Gorka. I've noticed. I think that'd be a great concept.
We were talking, Fish said he did not realize that Mama Tried was a Merle Haggard tune either. You also thought the Grateful Dead on that?
Yeah, absolutely. And we were talking in the break about the first time I heard Loving Cup by Fish, I also thought it was a Fish song, but it turned out to be a Rolling Stones song off the that record that they just re-released because it was the 20th anniversary. I can't think of the name of it. Something interesting.
Thanks for sharing that, Adam. I appreciate that.
Hey, I'll throw that out there on 102.5 WNDH.
Again, if you're just tuning in, saying, man, it's been too long since I heard that good old stuff. Where'd that Merle Haggard come from? They didn't quit making good country music, Fish. We just quit listening to it.
Yeah, well, there's tons of it out there. You just really have to look for it. It doesn't like to call itself country music now. It likes to call itself bluegrass. So we all understand that.
It's coming from the guy that wanted to play Taylor Swift last week on the show.
I do
and
love her.
wanted to implement Swift moments, but we have changed it to. Yeah, I know, it's hilarious. I agree. But now you have your DP moments.
Yes,
correct?
we don't call it that for now. We call it Dolly Parton moments, and this one is very interesting. It is the quote of the day, and it's from her 1994. Autobiography, and she said she would much rather have a sandwich and a shake versus a joint and a jug any day.
Good for Dolly there in her.
We love you, Dolly. Dolly, you're my inspiration.
I think I fell in love with her just a little bit more.
I think they ought to run the both of you out of here with a stick if you keep acting weird like that.
I love Dolly Parton.
We're going to do the... I got my iTunes back, y'all, so I don't have to dig through the interweb to find some good old country nuggets for you.
Oh, good.
In my Cash deep cut of the week, like I said, we always try to do some stuff you probably never heard Cash do. And Heather thought that the intro to Mama Tried sounded like a U2 song.
It did at that one, just the ringing, I guess.
Obviously, you don't follow Dolly's advice. Something wrong.
Shouldn't I have done...
Kick back, here comes the weekend. Ain't nobody gonna feel no pain tonight. We're outside on this patio. The newsman says there ain't no rain in sight. Got a smile on my face, drink to the sky. Win-win situation, everybody's flying. Ain't got to be no Mardi Gras weekend or the gosh darn 4th of July. The weekend's almost over, or has it just begun? Absolutely mango, watching the setting sun. The weekend's almost over, and I ain't gonna put up a fight. I'm gonna get absolutely mangled tonight. Who needs another telephone number to stick inside of your phone? Who needs another minivan taxi to take these crazy girlfriends home? Please leave the light on down at the Motel 6, 'cause we still got some weekend drinking to do before we get our fix. The weekend's almost over, or has it just begun? Absolutely mangled and watching the setting sun. The weekend's almost over, but I ain't gonna put up a fight. No, gonna get absolutely mangled tonight. And we can forget that we ever had our day job as we party all night. We're saying goodbye to everybody's problems as we're feeling alright, staying up all night. And thank you, heaven, for the Sunday evenings, for the peaceful in the landscape of our minds. And drinking song come a dime a dozen, yep, but a good one is hard to find. So send a message to your friends and tell them where we are as we sing along to this drinking song that I wrote here on my acoustic guitar. 'Cause the weekend's almost over, or has it just begun? Absolutely mangled and watching the setting sun. The weekend's almost over, I ain't gonna put up a fight. I'm gonna get absolutely mangled tonight. I'm gonna get absolutely mangled tonight. We're gonna get absolutely mangled tonight.